CBS Atlanta News presents Public Affairs on Peach.
Good Sunday morning to you. I'm Adam Murphy, consumer investigative reporter at CBS Atlanta. Well, it's that time of year again when thoughts turn from swimming and sunscreen to school supplies. It also means big sales on everything back to school. That's what we're going to be talking about today. First, check out some of the best deals to save you some money.
For many kids, the start of school brings the excitement of shopping for school supplies.
I like folders so much because they could store lots of things.
My favorite part about shopping for notebooks is picking through all the colors I can buy.
So where do you get the best prices on all these supplies?
Stores lure you in with great deals like pencils for a penny, but you have to be careful or you could wind up paying too much for the other items on your list.
ShopSmart magazine wanted to know which stores had the best everyday deals and sent secret shoppers to check prices at Office Depot, Staples, Target, and Walmart. And the bargains weren't always where you'd expect.
You might think an office supply store is the best place to go, but often it wasn't.
In fact, Staples and Office Depot tied for the highest prices on most items. Store brand 2-pocket folders at Staples cost $1.01 compared to Walmart's 48 cents. How about notebooks? Mead 5-star 1-subject notebooks at Staples go for $6.02, but Walmart's got them for $2.76. And loose leaf paper? Norcom brand packages of 150 sheets at Office Depot were $3.01. Go to Walmart and you'll pay just 82 cents.
Walmart had the least expensive prices on the most items, and in many cases, Target was right behind them.
ShopSmart says, as a general rule, look for store brands. They can save you nearly 75%.
ShopSmart also suggests asking for a price match if you see a better deal somewhere else. Office Depot, Staples, Target, and Walmart all have price matching policies. Just bring an ad to the store from your local paper or call it up on your smartphone to get the better price. Well, it's not just school supplies that have parents concerned when the school year kicks in. Before heading to class, it's important that parents sit down with their kids to talk about what they will likely encounter in the new year and how they can handle tough situations. Now, joining me is Sally Larsgaard with Chris Kids. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
First, tell me a little bit about what Chris Kids is.
At Chris Kids, our mission is to heal children, strengthen families, and build community. We do this through counseling for adults, adolescents, and children, providing housing for kids who are currently in foster care, and also providing housing for kids who have aged out and teaching them resources so they can live on their own.
Who started the organization?
Well, it was the Junior League back in 1981, and our CEO, Kathy Colbinson, has been with us for 25 years.
Okay, great. And so you guys do a lot of great things for children, and so we wanted to ask you some questions. As you go back to school, we know about bullying. We hear about it. It's very prevalent and very well talked about in media, and so it's important that kids understand what to expect, and it's not just being the bullied one, but also being a bully. And so what should kids know and parents know, more importantly, as their children go back to school about bullying?
The most important thing is awareness. Last year, 20% of kids in grades 9 through 12 experienced bullying, and although the awareness is increasing, bullying still has tremendous effects on a child's emotional wellness and their academics and even how they grow friendships. So it's really important to talk with your kids about it, whether they're doing the bullying or they're a victim of bullying.
And why is bullying such a problem with children, in your opinion?
I think it's because now there are so many mediums with kids can bully, whether it's in person, emotionally or physically, or on the internet with blogs and social media.
How would you suggest parents start a conversation with their children about bullying?
I think it's important to, you can say what you went through when you were young. Often children feel alone in what they're going through, but often you can identify with them. And you can help role play if they ever experience it, show them how that they can handle a situation.
Would I be correct in saying that bullying knows no age limits?
It can happen to anyone at any time, whether you're an adult or a child.
And what other issues besides bullying should parents discuss with their kids ahead of starting the school year?
A big thing can be anxiety. It's normal to feel a little bit of nervousness and anxiousness before going to school, but when it starts to affect your grades or pulling back from activities, that's when it can be a problem.
You know, I know one thing as a parent myself, it would be hard for me to identify whether my child is being bullied or a bully. And so what warning signs of bullying would you say would be good for parents to look out for?
Faking illness while in school, not wanting to go to class or participate in the activities that they once enjoyed, or a decline in grades.
Okay, so faking an illness, which you say is probably pretty common, and there you see, hates going to school, fakes illness, makes excuses to skip class, all things that should be a red flag, right? And then when you notice these things, what do you suggest the parent do? Go ahead and have that conversation right away?
I think it's important to be open with your kids and be a source for them to go to. There are a lot of ways that you can really just talk with them and keep that line of communication open.
Where can parents and kids go to get help if they see this as a problem?
There are a variety of places. Talk with your school counselor. Often they have a lot of resources available. Or you can go to a third-party counseling center like the Chris Kids Counseling Center. It's a neutral place for family counseling, and you can all talk and get your issues out.
You know, you talked about anxiety in addition to bullying, and so as a parent, what should one do to prepare going into the school year? What can you do? What things can you do to hopefully avoid having anxiety or your child, you know, being really concerned or being involved in some sort of bullying situation?
I think it's important to be proactive. If your child is really anxious, take them to the school and get them familiar with their environment, or introduce them to school counselors so they know a safe space to go to.
Sally Larsgaard, Chris Kids, thank you so much. Some great information. We appreciate you joining us today.
Thank you.
That was excellent information right there. And when we come back, we are talking to an expert who has some tips about when and how to talk to your teens about sex. He's also breaking down the myths that many teens buy into. Come back right after the break. We'll talk about that.